Is Chainsmoking Cat the weirdest anime out there? Definitely not. Is it one of the weirdest animes I've watched personally? Absolutely. Am I excited for it? Absolutely. At first, I was hesitant to watch this anime because I thought it was going to be like a needy streamer overload like type anime where it's so like mentally exhausting sometimes. But it was actually like a really fun watch, and I'm really excited for episode 2. I had flashbacks to John Pearl for the first like 30 seconds I watched it because there was poop and a boner. So, oh, I should probably say you should watch the episode before you watch this video because it's not going to make sense and I'm going to sound like I'm a crazy person if you don't watch it. If I'm being so honest, I think it was one of the first times that a trailer for an anime didn't really explain the anime. Like, yeah, the trailer had like sorry. The trailer didn't really explain the anime after I watched the anime, like it was just a bunch of cats doing drugs basically and getting in weird situations with a lot of movie references in the intro. But it's actually a pretty down to earth anime as far as I've seen so far. And this is going to be really annoying, but I actually don't know any of their names yet, and I'm a little bit too lazy to learn them for this video. But the main. I just heard a bang. The premise of the anime follows the main character, who is a nicotine addict who lives in a really crappy apartment with a really crappy landlord. And it seems like little means to the outside world so far. Like, she has friends and she has a sister, but she doesn't really talk to a lot of people and she's alone most of the time. The first episode, I feel like, is to display the main character because it shows most of her like horrible habits and it doesn't explain much story wise yet, other than we meet her sister, who, above all else, still cares about her, Avi. And we meet two more characters, which the guy with the white hair, I feel like, is gonna be like a huge fan favorite, but I think he's kind of chopped, high key. The main character shows an interest in quitting smoking and turning her life around, but she doesn't seem to have the willpower to do it. Like, when her sister wanted to come over to her house, she didn't have the willpower to clean, which I found very relatable when she started listing off things in her head that she had to do and got so stressed that she threw up. I'm really curious as to why the main character isn't living with her sister anymore or with her family, because I think they lived together at some point because there was a scene in the intro of them being in school together. So I'm wondering if they're close to the same age. Did she get like kicked out when she was 18, or cuz when when the main character was calling with her sister, in the background we saw either a loft bed or a bunk bed, but the bottom bunk had a sheet over it and she was on a desk outside of the bunk bed remix. So I wonder if they lived in the same house at one point. Well, I mean, obviously they did, but maybe it was like recently. I'm kind of just word vomiting here, but there is subtle world building with how the people with cat ears and tails and are called. Well, I think the actual term is anthro, but they're called beasts. So I think there might be a reason why the main characters, who all have cat ears and like cat tails, all like have big issues. Maybe it's because of discrimination and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, nobody answered my questions in the comments because I know there's a manga, but I'm just gonna watch the anime probably until the season ends, because that's usually what I do when I run out of episodes. I just go and watch the anime, or well, read the manga. I'm really, really excited for all the characters to show up because I'm a big fan of choosing favorite characters and then sticking with them. But so far from the intro, I'm really curious with the girl with black hair and piercings, which is really shocking. I know. Nobody would have known I liked the emo character. But I'm really curious because, I mean, I hope she's not young, but she looks really young. And from the intro, she doesn't do a lot of substances like the other characters do. So I'm really curious on that front. I'm also really curious for the character with the blonde hair and the dark roots because from the trailer it looked like they did heroin, so I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to be shown in an anime because I'm pretty sure they can't show that. I mean, obviously they did from the trailer, but I'm so curious. But the animation is really, really good so far, which kind of makes me mad because when I watch shows with really good anime, I just get really jealous for all the shows I've watched with like really good plot and really good characters without good animation. But I'm not mad this time. I'm actually not horribly mad like I am with some other shows that I'm not gonna say. I'm curious to see if this anime is just gonna be about her, like, just dealing with life as a person with, like, mental problems, or if it's gonna be like a sweet recovering story about how she like like quits doing nicotine and gets her life together. I I don't know. Sounds bad, but I don't know if I'd want to watch a story with like a completely happy ending and a character does like a 180 from being addicted to nicotine because that's not really how it works for most of the time, all of the time really. But when she did have that nightmare about having 100 days to live, I was like, okay, I'm like really excited to see now. I'm really excited for the next episode. Even though she shows no sign of like stopping, I'm still I'm still really excited to see if she does like, you know, get back in shape in any way. Oh, and in 2 weeks on Netflix is supposed to be a dub, which I'm really about. I don't know what to feel about it yet, but you know, Netflix dubs are usually pretty good from like BNA and Blue Lock, Blue Period, and stuff like that. From what I've seen, but I'm curious what they're gonna do about her saying like "nya" after every sentence. Like, are they gonna switch it to meow? Or are they gonna drop it completely? So, is it just gonna end up being really cringe, like it kind of already is? But and I'm kind of like with that one Polar Opposites anime. I can't remember the name. If the dub is gonna have like a bunch of like slang in it, which I think would be really funny because it is like a slice of life and it seems to be in modern like I don't know, it might. I think it'd be funny if they had like modern slang in there. Anyway, now I'm really sad because I have to wait till July 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 9th for a new episode to come out. But I want it now. But I don't know. I'll probably just make like one more video on this because I think it'd be boring if I just like listed off every single thing that happened. But unless something really crazy happens, I think this will be the only topic I have on it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where this anime is going and if it's gonna be canceled, which would be really funny. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go before the feds get me. Don't be a stranger.